Hi, welcome to Nomis Academy. In this video, I'll be teaching you area of triangle. Area of triangle. Now, this diagram you're seeing on your screen is a triangle. And to calculate the area of this triangle, I'll need to multiply the half of the base by the height. Area of triangle is given by area of triangle is equal to 1 all over 2, that's half base multiplied by height. Now, what is the base? What is the height? This flat part of this triangle is the base. This is the base of the triangle, and this is the height. The height is from the peak of this triangle to this flat base. This is the height. So if I need to measure the height is simply from here to this point. So this is the height of the triangle, not this slant height. This is the height of the triangle. So the height of this triangle multiplied by the half of the base gives the area of that triangle. Let's take for an example. Example number 1 says find the area of a triangle whose base and height are 7 cm and 2.5 cm respectively. So to get into the solution of this question, we'll need to firstly introduce the formula in the solution. Now the formula says area of triangle is 1 all over 2 base multiplied by height. 1 all over 2, the base, as the question gives, says is 7 centimeter. When you see a question and it adds respectively to the end, it means that you should accrue those values to the parameters as they are arranged, meaning base is the 7 centimeter and the height is the 2.5 centimeter. So you must take it like that, otherwise you might get it wrong. So the base is 7, while the height is 2.5. So let's put that, multiply by 7 over 1, multiply by 2.5 over 1. So I can tell that 1 over 2 multiplied by 7, that is, anytime you see 1 over 2 multiplying any number, it's telling you to divide that number into 2. So 1 over 2 multiplied by 7 is 3.5, half of 7. 3.5 multiplied by 2.5 centimeter. So to get this done, let's get to one corner of our board and multiply 2.5 by 3.5. 5 times 5, 25. Remember 2, 3 times 5, 15 plus 2, 17. 2 times 5 is 10, that's 0, keep 1. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1, that's 7, and that is 875. Where do I keep my decimal point after one digit? So 8.75. So the answer to this is 8.75. Now centimeter multiplied by centimeter gives centimeter squared. So this is 8.75 centimeter squared. Now let's take another example. This example says the perimeter of an So we have hypotenuse squared is equal to adjacent squared plus opposite squared. So with this, I can tell the height. Remember that the hypotenuse is 5, that's the longest side. If we take this side, so that's the longest side, that's 5 squared, equal to, what about the adjacent? Now the adjacent is this. This is supposed to be 5 centimeter, this is 5 centimeter, but now that has been divided into 2, that means each of this part is 2.5, 2.5. So this is 2.5 centimeter squared. Now the height is now what to be gotten. So plus height is now the opposite of this angle, so h squared. So we have 25 equal to 2.5 multiplied by 2.5. 2.5 multiplied by 2.5 times 5 is 25. We keep 5, then 25, 10, remainder 1. 2 times 2 is 4. So that is 6.25. 6.25 plus h squared. Now, to make h squared is for the solve the formula, this will move to the other side. So it becomes 25 minus 6.25 equals to h squared. So the value of h squared is equals to 25 minus 6.25, that will be 18.75. 18.75. Now we should find the square root of 18.75. So the h, let's move to the next page. So h squared is equals to 18.75. So we'll find the square root of both sides. Square root of both sides. So the h is equal to 4.33. 4.33 centimeter. So now that we've gotten the height, of the triangle, we can now go to the main question that says we should find the area of the triangle. Now we can now go to the question to find the area of the triangle. So question can be hidden like this. So the area of the triangle so now area of the triangle